we say so long to the month of January and we usher in the month of February.
In fact, this Friday, February 2nd, is Groundhog's Day.
The celebratory marking of the halfway point of winter.
Depending on the groundhog's shadow, will it be 6 more long weeks of harsh, dreary winter, or will it be 6 short weeks until milder air? Alongside Chantel Guadrado, I'm Sean Spreed, and thanks for joining us. Chantel?
This week's show is for the week of January 29th through Friday, February 2nd.
We have a packed show highlighted by a few video segments, so stay tuned for those later in the show.
Attention all drivers, this is a reminder as the weather turns colder and we start to experience inclement weather.
Be mindful of wet roads that may cause slick conditions and drive carefully while on the roads.
Staying with the safety theme, earlier in the year, producers Kelly Dunn and Pauline Lombardo caught up with Vice Principal and School Safety Advisor Mr. Shivas,
as well as physical education and certified CPR instructor, Mr. Capra, to find out more about the A.E.D.s located at KHS.
Here is a video report.
Hi, I'm Kelly Dunn, and today we're going to be catching up with Mr. Capra and Mr. Shivas on the topic of A.E.D.s all around our school.
An AED stands for Automated External Defibrillator, and what it does is it actually stops the heart. The heart stops, the brain identifies that, and it sends down the signal to restart it. Because when there's a heart attack going on, the heart is malfunctioning and not working correctly or not working at all. So what it does is it tells the brain that the heart is not working to start it up the correct way. It's just like a computer program. When you install a computer program, you install it, you run the program, and then you turn the computer off, and then it restarts it under the new premise of what the new program is. Same idea.
An AED is a piece of equipment that will shock someone who is unconscious, get them back to life, get them breathing again. And it's used for emergencies around school or any public places where people are.
We have a bunch of AEDs. We have one right here in between the old and new gym. We have one on the 3rd floor by the library. We also have one on the 1st floor down by the auditorium, one by the main office, and we also have another one by the cafeterias. Some people say, why by the cafeteria? Because any choking emergency can turn into a cardiac emergency, so let's have one there as fast as possible. Anyone is allowed to use the AED that's been trained. All juniors, by the end of their junior year, they're all certified in the use of an AED, and we have a staff that has probably at least 20 to 30 people at any time in this building that are certified to use it.
AED can be used by anyone who's trained and certified. In the high school alone, we have between 25 and 30 staff members who are trained and are capable of using it at any given time.
Before there was even a law, Janet's law requires that every public building have a certain number of AEDs and trained personnel involved. But before this even came down, we were pretty innovative. We had at least 3 or 4 in the building before the law even came down. With the help of Mr. Rosenberg and the school board, we had a bunch of AEDs in the building. We also have portable ones too for all our teams. We have about 4 or 5. When a team is on a field that's not near any type of AED device, we actually have a portable one that goes with them.
Obviously, for safety's sake, we have over 800 people walking these halls any given day. There's a chance that somebody could have an issue and it could be needed. So if we can help somebody and save somebody, then obviously we're going to do what we can to help them.
This is our AED. This is what they all look like in our school. All our teams that go off campus that do not have one near them, near the facility, takes one of these with them in one of these protective cases. Very simple to use, only 2 buttons, pads around the back. The idea behind it is to keep it very simple so you can move very fast. They get stored right back in here, just like that, and down they go.
As we turn our attention to announcements, please listen carefully as dates and meetings are subject to change.
The next few announcements are related to school news and informational announcements about things happening in KHS.
Big shout out and congratulations to Kinnelon High School Student of the Week, Emily Mendoza.
Awesome job, Emily.
Up next, we return to our When I Was 17 segment.
Producers Louis Kappa and Carter Lazarski.
We continue our When I Was 17 segment with KHS Spanish teacher Senora White.
Let's check out the video segment.
1998. Intimidating. I remember being scared going into a bigger school. I do. My Spanish teacher at the time in high school, Mrs. Senora White, she was awesome. She really was energetic. You could tell she loved what she did, and that's kind of the way I like to teach now. My favorite class was obviously Spanish and English.
You still took Spanish?
Yes, I did, because I knew how to speak it and I knew how to write it, but I could not teach it. I had no idea why I said what I said, why I wrote what I wrote, and it aggravated me. I did pass a few. I didn't get them taken away. They got them taken away because I knew how to read notes.
Did the teacher
on the side.
read them aloud?
Yes, a few times.
What was on the notes?
It was stuff about boys. I guess around that time, yeah. That was the drama. I wasn't athletic at all. I did do cheerleading for 1 year, but that wasn't for me. I was in the Spanish Honor Society, the English Honor Society, and we did have a book club that I was a part of as well. No, not really. I actually was friends with people from, I guess, different interests, so my group varied. It was bittersweet. And I mean, it's like really the last time that you're in the same building with all of your friends. If I were a student now, I'd probably appreciate my teachers a little bit more now, knowing, you know, all the hard work that goes into it. I'd also probably take better advantage of gym class because, like I said, I'm not athletic, and gym was one of my least favorite classes. So, because I don't run unless you're chasing me. I did. I went to prom for someone else's senior prom, and then mine. So I went to 2. My first car, well, to practice with, my parents gave me a Nissan Sentra because that was like their old car. But then I actually, when I started working and bought my car, I had a Volkswagen Jetta. My favorite movie was Dirty Dancing. It still is. And my favorite TV show around that time, well, I had 2. Saved by the Bell. I don't know if you guys know that one. And Friends. I had 3 CDs on constant replay. And it was The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Ready to Die by Biggie, and Mark Anthony's Wallian. Hobby, well, I like to dance. My parents made me go to a merengue and salsa class every Saturday in West New York, so I did do that, and I like to read. I still do. In Spanish, oh my God. I'm trying to think of adjectives right now. Hold on.
2 hours later.
Inocente. I was very free-spirited. I kind of just did what I wanted to do. My favorite vacation or trip when I was about like 17, turning 18, my parents surprisingly let me go to Puerto Rico with a few of our friends. And it was one of the best trips because we got to go to El Yunque, which is a rainforest, which was really cool. And then we got to go to a few dance clubs because we were of age, so it was a good time. Well, my funniest memory was not at high school, but when I got my license, I wanted to drive into the city, but my mom wouldn't let me go, and I went anyway. I probably shouldn't have. But driving into the city, we had to parallel park, and I couldn't parallel park to save my life, so I had maybe like 4 kids in the car with me, which again, I probably shouldn't. But they all had to get out of the car and navigate me to be able to parallel park. So it took a good like 15 minutes, and it was super embarrassing. Yeah, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. I went to college first, and I got my degree in marketing, and then I went back to get my education certification. Go back. But then I went back to school to get my education certificate.
Muchas gracias, Senora White, and thanks to all involved that helped with the video.
Up next are a few school and club announcements. Please listen carefully.
An early reminder and save the date.
Mr. Kinnelon will take place on Thursday, March 15th.
Attention all, the spring musical is approaching.
KHS presents The Sound of Music. Save the date, Friday, March 2nd at 7 p.m.
Saturday, March 3rd at 2 p.m. and again Saturday at 7 p.m.
Please visit the KHS school website for online ticket purchase info.
The Health Professions Club is hosting a fundraiser to support the Hackensack Pediatric Center.
Please donate $1 to $3 to support a Valentine care gift packages for pediatric patients.
For donation purchases, please see Dr. Bruffy in room 314 or Health Professions executive members Brianna Whitting and Stephen Jacobus.
Donations can be made during unit lunch.
We will be right back after this PSA.
Teens spend up to 9 hours a day on their cell phones. So why can't they put it away when they're driving? You are 6 times more likely to get into an accident when texting and driving. "11 people die every day as a result of texting and driving."
Certainly, as the PSA indicates, teens and any digital device user can be distracted while driving.
Please be mindful and alert while driving.
Notifications, texts, snaps, quick checks, it can all wait.
Nice job, Marina Hussein and Ava Barbers on the video.
The following are several sports-related announcements. Please listen carefully.
Online registration is now open for KHS Spring Sports.
Online registration and hard copy medical paperwork are due to no later than February 1st, 2018.
You will need to have your login/password for returning users or your student ID number for new registrations.
Payment will be required at the end of the process via Visa or MasterCard.
As our show intro suggested, this past weekend the swim teams competed in the Morris County tournament.
Congrats goes out to Miranda Byrne for taking 3rd place in the 400 free, and John McGowan earned 4th place in the 400 free.
Good luck to all of our winter athletic teams this week.
Be sure to follow the KHS YouTube channel and live stream accounts, KHS website, and social media platforms. Today's show was produced by the Advanced 1 class.
Our director today was Ty Johnson.
Our technical director was Lainey Lewis.
Our video producer was Elisa Leone.
Our audio operatives were Sierra Jacko and Nina Columbia.
Our script supervisor was Jan Miskowitz.
That's it for today. Have a fantastic week. Work hard, be kind. Peace, everyone.